Hey guys, JMan37X here bringing you episode 4 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time we finished up business in the Wild Tropics, for now at least, and this time we are going to explore this little farmer's market equipment area that we just barely made it to last time, and probably do a couple little simple encounters. There's a few encounters in this area, but overall we're gonna be a little bit more of a chill time this time around. Just gonna be kind of walking around talking to people. This lady seems a little bit upset. Nothing but problems around here. Move to Greenwood. Yes, so apparently Greenwood is actually in this game. It is canon in this game. This is a reboot, like I said, in the first episode, but Greenwood does exist, so that's good to know. There's this guy up here. I never get tired of that sound when you talk to this guy. His name is Thief, but apparently he isn't a thief. There's no hidden door back here. I hope that's not how people see me. You'll want to remember him. You see there is actually something back here, but we can't reach it because he's kind of standing in the way. So, and if you go in, it's even more obvious that there's something back here, because, hold on. Shopkeeper always gives me a mean look. I think he's hiding a dark secret. I mean, considering this, I actually didn't notice this, until I actually went back here, like, on my first playthrough. But you see, there's something funny going on here. But we could just steal this, and I don't think he'll mind too much. So here you have the equipment shop. That's new. This is the first time I'm seeing these. Presumably these are equips that you only see during the holiday season. These were not here the last time I streamed, because last time I streamed was before December, I guess. So I think these are here for December. That's really funny. Okay. These honestly seem pretty good too, because they both have between turn effects at level 1, which is kind of crazy. And they're only 300, so that's not too bad. So really quick, we'll do a quick load rundown of what we got here. Army helmet, once this hits level 3, I believe it'll give you Medipack between turns, so this is good early game healing. Nurse hat with the nurse uniform, boosts power healing skills. This is equipment for a female, which we don't have any in our party yet, but just so you're aware. But it boosts power healing spells, so it could be helpful. Genji armor, pretty defensive. Boost damage at earth skills, so it could be useful on Matt right now. Pretty much just Matt. No one else really is going to be, unless you're looking for earth and wind defense, but for the earth skills, it's mostly Matt. This is really nice. I'm going to avoid buying stuff from the shop for now, just because it's very expensive and we don't have that much money. But haste basically allows you to take another turn, so that's really good. That's very useful. This is a sword for Matt, bio, pretty nice, potentially. This is a toy for, if you click on it, actually it'll say cat toy, so it'll say what kind of weapon it is. This is for no legs, more of a special oriented weapon, uses good for buffs. These are weapons for characters we don't have yet. This is, I think, is this female armor? I actually don't know. Honestly don't remember. But yeah, just some armor. Obviously this stuff's way out of our league. This is a sword, it's another weapon we don't have anyone to use it for yet. And a berserk weapon for no legs, which is kind of funny. Most of the stuff's outside our price range, and I'm not too interested right now. But some of that stuff is actually, the pocket watch in particular is I think at least very valuable. Some odd types in here. No legs seems a little bit concerned. I've tried. So we just got this Pop-Tart just laying here. It's for some character called Natalie. I've never heard of her, but apparently she likes Pop-Tarts, so sure. So there's a chest here, cleverly hidden behind this doll that kind of looks like a prince of some sorts. So here we got a chocolate, another key item, a couple healing items, or this is a cooldown, and cupcakes are very valuable. We won't find too many of those. Here's Jimbo. Whack a few enemies. Okay. So, yeah, basically any enemy that isn't blocking a required path will respawn at various intervals. This is art. It's funny, I don't actually remember if I investigated that before. Yep, I've tried to capture everything. I keep forgetting, but we're getting there at least. Little stack effects, yep. 16th, oh dear. I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, I agree with you there, Matt. I'm honestly not a fan of coffee. I know it's a bit of a hot take these days, but I'm just not really a fan of, I just honestly don't like the taste even slightly, so that's just me though. So we got a couple things in here. Bottle of milk. I actually still have not found a quest that uses these, but it is a quest item. Gunpowder, which is, I don't know why these are in the oven. But gunpowder is good for that one quest we're working on, so that's very good. So you see these buildings are actually connected there. I'll go ahead and talk to this guy. Is there anything hidden around here? No, I don't think so.
Yes.
What's your deal? Yes. He's looking for glasses. Okay. We already have the socks for him. I just got to try and find a pair of glasses somewhere. Okay. I don't think I've missed them, because I believe I was missing them last time or the first time I found him as well. So you see there's a couple little enemies here. Nothing too crazy. But I'll talk to these guys. Here's Randolph. Spam those no cost. Some skills have cooldown. Giga Doomsday once every. I wish we had a skill called Giga Doomsday. I'm a friendly of Wizard, of course. It's just a coincidence the southern continent was obliterated recently. Randolph. Here's Tandelf. So these guys have been traveling the world together, learning skills and stuff. Don't try to sneak tutorials. I've already not been doing that, Matt. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, so we just got a worm just standing in the middle of the street. So let's teach him a thing or two. Okay, this might be a little bit rough. We'll see. I always like to take out the worm. I always recommend at least you take out the worms first. It should be your highest priority. I'll just use. That doesn't really matter too much. Oh, what does the wind do? Cause made cast weaken. I think. Might as well go for stun. It's rare, but it might work. It's useful at least. Okay, hopefully he doesn't call him back up. Because basically, if you kill these guys, then the putrid worms are likely to just fill the spots with more worms. So you're basically just going to end up fighting more enemies. So I can't say that I recommend that. Oh, yeah, electric. Okay, that makes sense why they would have jumped over to him. Okay. Are they more weak to holy? No, okay. Could siphon. I actually think I'll go for that here. Okay. Yep, he siphoned. I think this is the first time we've seen siphon. Basically, you can't use skills at all. So the only thing you can use is like regular attack, basically. So like if it happened on one of your party members, you literally couldn't do any of their skills. The only thing you can do is like basic attack, limit breaks, maybe. I'm actually not sure about limit breaks. You still use your tactics and stuff on, but it limits your options quite heavily, as you would expect. That guy's taken care of. Not too bad, not too bad. For these guys, I don't actually know for enemies what counts as skills and what counts as just regular attacks. Like, I don't know if like enemies have multiple basic attacks that they can still use when they're siphoned or not. Also, these guys, you notice, drop apple slices, which if that's an item you're particularly fond of, because it's one of the few cooldown reduction items that are easy to come by, might be actually worth grinding on those guys. You can actually grind without killing enemies by using steal, and I think you can steal, leave, re-enter, and steal again, so you can do that, potentially grind for money as well. I have not done that yet, but I believe that's a strategy you can do that's really good for money grinding. A little bit spooky. We're gonna go ahead and make note of this here. This may be useful to remember later. Which reminds me, have I been marking other things on my map? We have this here. I think that's mainly. There's a couple entrances here. I want to make sure we come back here, but this is a quest, so we'll be back there eventually anyway. Right here. Okay, just making sure we got everything now, because I've tended to forget stuff like this in the past, and then I have to have people in chat help remind me. So I want to try and be a little bit better about that this time around. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and temper. Same old song and dance. This strategy works, at least for me, it works very well. So it's one I'm gonna tend to stick to for a while. Is the temper no legs and then just kind of have them go to town. Defensive foes. Okay, so these, I don't know if this is unique to the gloops or to the trees, but they actually have a very good defense move here. Both defenses up 30 and then they get blessed, which makes them immune to all status effects. Not sure if we've. I feel like we might have seen Bless before, but I'm not completely sure. Bless is very strong, both for you and for your opponents. It can be a pretty big deal in either case, so that's one you'll want to watch out for. In particular, it can make some enemies or bosses that might be very susceptible to stacking status effects. It might make them very resistant to it if they have a consistent way of getting Bless on them. and it can also make catching enemies quite difficult if you are unable to give them bad status effects. So you have a few items there, nothing too crazy. Go over here. Here's the actual farmer's market proper. Maybe a few other things if we don't get caught. No legs seems pretty much a fan of that. This you notice you can't actually get to this from up here. It's a bit of a interesting thing here. You actually have to enter from above, which we'll get to what is up there in a bit. This is the worm encounter that I spent a very long time trying to do. I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad now because again I'm more equipped with knowledge this time, so I'm a little bit better off. So I think we should be okay. Assuming I'm able to weaken them without killing them reasonably well, which I'm actually not completely sure. I think if I temper no legs, honestly, he might just start killing them. So I think I might have to just use regular. Maybe not actually. Hold on. And even if we do, if we can kill 2 of them in one turn, that would be fine. Because then we could just do that again the next turn, and then even if they call it back up, they'd all be dead. Oh, I didn't even go over the new enemy. Whoops. This is a cutie worm. They aren't actually that threatening. Can heal, supposedly. I actually almost never see them heal. They can give lovable to other enemies, which is interesting. And it can attract any type of worm, I think, even potentially ones that we haven't seen yet. I think there's one that I know of that we haven't seen yet. But I don't think it actually attacks us ever. And it's weak to dark, which is kind of interesting. And it also starts with, I think this might be epic exclusive, but it starts with 3 turns of lovable, so it can't be targeted at all. You can't even try to capture it. And interestingly enough, if she's the only thing left, you actually still can't target her. You have to wait till the lovable runs out, which I found quite interesting, and I did not realize that was the case. Okay, so it doesn't kill, which is also fine. Oh, there's virus again. Okay, that's gonna be a huge pain. Oh, I just said I'd never seen them heal, and well, I guess I've seen it now. Alright, let's try this. Okay. We're probably not gonna be able to kill 2 of them. Oh, especially if you go for the target I didn't want you to go for. Okay, I'm already starting to remember why this encounter is so awful. She's healed herself. That's the second time she's healed, and like I said, I genuinely have not seen her heal very often at all. So this is a little bit unfortunate, I would say. Okay, that's good at least, if she doesn't get healed up. This guy has virus now, so he's gonna heal from that. No legs is about to just straight up die. Yep. He's gonna die from virus, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's lovable, oh my god. Okay. Alright, so we didn't die. I have to heal him. I really don't have an option. He's definitely gonna die. Yeah, watermelon's definitely good enough. Yeah, I think Matt's my best option here. Yeah, I might, this encounter might actually still take me a couple of tries. I'm remembering how rough this actually is. Seems a little overkill. Well, we can actually target her now. So I guess we'll go for that a little bit. Try and capture her next turn, maybe. If we can capture her and then flee, honestly, that'd be good enough for me at this point. Because I think, basically, once Virus starts getting around the battlefield in this fight, it's all downhill from there. Because then they're going to start healing a lot. And, it's not very good, I wouldn't say. Okay, so we can capture her. I'm gonna stick with it for now. If No Legs can live one more... No, they already called it now. Okay, we're gonna flee from this encounter. We're definitely gonna live, because they don't do that much damage to Matt, but... Yeah, this encounter is still about as rough as it's ever been. Okay. Alright, we're gonna just walk around here while we wait for our HP to come back. We'll just talk to people here. We got Rory. Sell leftover items. Unlimited inventories. It's very handy. Here's Ross. But our finding these items. Yep, yeah, pretty much buying stuff is not very recommended unless it's like equipment. You're never going to find that equipment anywhere else. But for materials, at least, I have not bought materials at any point in time. So we're going to take this shovel. Thank you. Don't seem to mind too much. We'll take this as well. Thank you. So there's another animal. You can get really angry for that metal if you need it. Sneak past these shopkeepers like ninjas. Oh, that's right. I was about to say we're gonna have to come back for this, but I forgot we actually have the shovel now. Okay. So yeah, now we can break all those dirt balls we've been seeing lying around. Hello. Hello. I love that voice. It's one of my absolute favorites. A few NPCs that I've found so far have this. You may die young with an empty wallet. I'm not even sure what that means. I guess you could sell the food items instead, but... Document table of... That eyeball. Oh, I'm mad. So here we get a copper key. Someone called Anna's house. No idea who that is, but maybe we could steal some of her stuff later, so that's kind of nice. Oh, wait, you actually can talk to them? I don't know if I ever noticed that, actually. Yeah, you can totally just talk to these guys. Actually, you can't sell the steroid items, so I really don't know what that guy was talking about that. But, wait, what? Is this... Oh, that was selling. Okay, I was about to say, why is this lady selling this stuff for so much cheaper? Okay, there we go. Yeah, coffees are 500. That's quite a lot right now. It's not going to be forever, but basically, I don't know if I actually found that in my other playthrough either. Basically, reviving is going to be very premium for a while. Here, let me go ahead and... Actually, I didn't even save up after last video, I don't think. Not very good. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. Let's see. Worth laying down a protect? I don't think so. I think really we just need to get them weakened and killed as quickly as possible. I still think... Curse actually might be okay. Curse, I think, makes them more susceptible to... Wish's misfortune. Makes them more susceptible to... holy damage, and decreases both of their defensive stats a little bit every turn. Okay. So now we might be in a situation where we can actually kill off two... Yes, we should be able to kill off two of them here. So then even if this guy calls for backup with... Oh, well. I guess that's okay. We're not really at much of an advantage now, however, so I keep forgetting that they're gonna try and target the cutie worm. The virus has started to spread here, so we're gonna have to try and scheme up something real quick. Whose accuracy is better? Matt's, okay. Okay, so honestly, this should still be fine. It should kill him, bounce over here, maybe kill her. And then, okay, alright, here we go. This is okay, even if he calls him back up. Which, of course he did, but that's fine. We should, I'm pretty sure we got this in the bag now. Okay. Whew, okay, that went much smoother. Much smoother than the last time. Alright, not too bad. This took me at least another couple attempts, I think, my first time. That was a pretty rough encounter. Okay, but your reward, you get a staff. Don't have anyone who can use those yet. We did get 2 earth balls, however. So I think we're going to upgrade this, especially since earth balls are very common. So now we are going to get, what is it? Big bomb between turns. I completely forgot what we were talking about. Upgrade that box a little bit, sure. It's pretty handy, honestly. Okay, so we could do some backtracking if we wanted to, but if we go this way, there's someone here. Can we actually slip around her? No, okay. See, you're required to do this encounter. I'm not gonna let you get away with theft. Uh-oh. Also, obligatory. Yeah, you can do that in this game. Obviously. Not much of a surprise there. This is a song, you don't hear this song very often at all. This is actually the only encounter that I can recall that actually has this song. So if you like it, I'm sorry. It's not terribly common. But yeah. Okay. Sorry. So you can't flee from this encounter. Don't forget to scan her. I forgot to scan her on my main playthrough, so I'm gonna permanently have an empty slot in my bestiary until I do New Game Plus. I think I should be able to rescan her, but whoa, it's a cute girl. I was trying to do anything to upset her. There's some hints that tell you what to do. I actually should add Matt Scanner, that was my fault. There's a few hints on what to do here. It's to get her to surrender, I mean. It's not too bad. I needed the shovel to progress in the game. Look at how cute, look at how, I forgot what he said. Something about no legs. My will to fight seems to be fading away. So you see that right there is a bit of a hint in itself. Basically, you need to get lovable on your whole party. The cat is cute, but I can see he isn't innocent either. You see, has a few turns of cooldown though, so basically you just kind of defend and wait till the cooldown's done. You could make it go faster if you want, but it's not really worth it. It's only 2 turns, and the level will last for 4 turns, so it's just enough time to get lovable on everyone. Everyone is in both of your 2 party members. So you could do that, and then I believe if we defend, she then surrenders. I can't even remember. Let's take a break. And then she's now surrendering, so she's going to run away on the next turn. And there we go. That's how you capture her. You get a cupcake for beating her, which is quite nice. Normally you'd get a medal here, but again, I've already gotten it. But yeah, that's how you get Nat to surrender. Of course, the animation, the thing is the same afterwards, where it just still looks like you just kind of beat her up. Forget this. All right, look, she doesn't remember what happened. That's good. So we could just pretend. Gotta make an alibi fast. Thieves get away. Fainted for a while. Oh. Well, doesn't look like she's buying the excuse there. We didn't even steal anything valuable yet. Stretching our wings and learning the ropes or something like that. If they'll cooperate. You'll notice this is pretty much a trend with everyone we come across, where they're pretty much just trying to use us. But, you know, that's fine. Probably due to that meteor, presumably the monolith that appeared, that fell down over, that were explored last time. Yep, monoliths. Okay. Meowth, that's right. A little peace. I didn't even notice that. Look, he's got a little peace branch or something. Shovel you've borrowed. Ice cave to the southeast. That we can't handle. Little face. Okay, so yes, this is Nat. We have obtained our 3rd part. Oh yeah. So it'll update whenever your story objective updates. Oh, that's right. Okay, I was gonna end it off. I want to show off Nat, and I also want to complete this quest because he is going to give us a skill, snow bodies, and 5 coffees, which is really nice. And some healing items, which is also nice. Basically, I think every single quest in this game will give you a new skill, and in addition to that, every single skill, I think, is locked behind a quest. I think that might not be true for some of the premium areas, but I think there are some quests that are, or some skills that aren't from quests, but I know the vast majority of them you get from quests. So you really want to make sure you're doing all your quests. So we can't quite finish those yet, but yeah. So that was actually, yeah, that was our first quest completion, so feels good there. Let's go ahead and take a quick rundown of what Nat can do. You see, she actually starts with level 2 version of all of her basic elemental skills, which is really nice. 45 power right off the bat is very good. She starts with heal, so we now have access to good heal move. You can see it only heals 1 target right now, but that we'll be able to change that soon enough. You can see some of the other things in her basic kit. She's got Toxic, which is really good, very low damage, but very good for actually just inflicting poison. She has a basic light and dark attack. I say basic, but they're quite strong. You can see the AP cost is pretty high. And then she also has better versions of those attacks, basically. This one's multi-target, and this one is very strong against 1 target and drains HP. But you see these two actually have a cooldown. So instead of just being a straight upgrade path, they actually have them as 2 separate skills, since you kind of use them in different situations. Generally, at least, mostly because these have cooldowns. And her limit breaks, she has 7th Heaven, which is really good for support. And Genesis, which is good for offense and support, because it gives auto-revive or it revives your party members. Very useful. I found this to be... I've only used this a couple times in this game, but I've been very impressed every time. We can go over her equips. She starts with Dark Tooth. Of course, we just got this other staff for her, which is pretty nice, but I'm going to stick with this one for now. Boost damage, dark skills, pretty standard. And she starts with her classic Red Mage stuff, just basic resistances. And take a quick peek at her stats. Attack, of course, is low. She's going to be almost certainly your highest damaging special attacker on the team. You see she's level 7, so she's right around where we're at right now. And yeah, I think that's about everything we need to go over right now. We'll have to wait to check her out in battle for next time. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to check out my stream tonight. I should be streaming tonight. I'll be streaming more of this game if you don't mind spoilers, because I am quite far in the game by now. I think by this point I'll be like 24 hours in or so. If you don't mind spoilers, feel free to check me out. Really appreciate it. We have a lot of fun hanging out in chat. Also, feel free to join my Discord. We kind of just talk about whatever happens to cross people's minds, honestly. Got some channels for different games, like the main games that tend to play on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. And yeah, next time we're not quite gonna continue with the main story next time. We're going to go back and collect a few of the things that we're able to do. We have a little bit we can explore now that we have the shovel, as well as checking north of where we're at right now for a bit of an interesting area. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will oops, there we go. I will see you guys later.